Starting the show. Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and joining me today, we got my boy Bubba. Bubba, how you doing today?
Same shit, different day, man.
Hey, brother, when you play the same team 3 times in a row, it ain't really much more that you can discuss. Also, pulling up one time for the first time in a long time, we got my boy George. George, how are you?
Living life to the fullest, bro. Watching Bam play like 22 minutes. We can't string together 2 back-to-back threes in like the last 74 games. It's special. It's special. We're playing the most 1970s hoops I've ever seen. It's like
Brother.
16 threes attempted in a game, and it's just so many mid-range and just hard drives.
This shit was like, I'm sorry, but like a 3-game series against the Chicago Bulls was not on Royals like bucket list for anything. So, but either way, Miami blew their ass out 134-91 in this version. This was again, this is like 3 of the shittiest hoops basketball games that somebody could have asked for. And then again, we're probably gonna have to play the Bulls again in the play-in tournament. So there's that. So everybody be on the lookout for that. But Miami won 134-91 in a game that, like, from the very tip, it just kind of felt like, Miami was going to be in control the whole evening. Chicago couldn't make a basket early on in this game. And before they knew it, Miami was up like 20-4 or some shit like that. They ended up outscoring them 34-13 in the first quarter and just kind of kept it on cruise control for the rest of the game and was able to kind of pull out this W. So just to go through a couple of the top line stats, Bam had 20. Kel'el Larson had 20.
Untradeable Pele Larson, man.
Untradeable Pele Larson is what they call it. He's
I
waving
can't lie,
at
that
you,
just
George,
scared
because he
the
wants you to
absolute
wave
shit out
back.
of That's too funny.
Yeah, but yeah, Bam had 20.
Where's my mom?
Your mom is upstairs. But Bam had 20. Pele Larson had 20. Andrew Wiggins had 14. Davion Mitchell had 13. Jaime Jaquez had 14. And Kel'el Ware got 17 points. But yeah,
you know when you're playing 2K and you're like simming 12 seasons in a row, and then it keeps like you go to season 5 and you're just like, why are the score lines so low? Like what's going on here? And then you look at it, it's just like everyone's playing like 15 minutes in the game. It's just like it's hard simming. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, we got Vlad Golden minutes tonight. That's how non-competitive this game.
You know what's crazy though, Royal, is that Kel'el still didn't play 20.
Yeah, he played less.
Dude have to do to get on the court, man.
No, it was crazy that he played less minutes than Drew Smith and Myron Gardner. Like
Spo hates that man with a fucking passion. I swear to God.
Tonight, I didn't even think Kel'el was particularly good. I thought he shot too many threes, but he did make some plays that were kind of eye-catching with a couple of dunks and shit like that. Like he had
to shoot 3. Who the fuck else is shooting threes on this roster? It's
nobody. Because
5 from Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell took the team leading, tied with Kel'el Ware 5 threes. Like
yeah. But that's only because we were missing all-star Norman Powell, which is a conversation. You like, fuck this game. Let's have the Norman Powell all-star conversation right now. Because I don't know. Yeah, he made the all-star game.
He made it.
I don't know if people are interpreting. I don't know if people are interpreting this in the same way that I did, but like, let's go. Okay, but I don't know if people are interpreting this like I interpreted it, but how easy is it for someone to make an all-star game on the Miami Heat when you're being force-fed kind of like top scoring option things?
This might be the weakest ever like all-star class in history. This just feels like it. It's not even bad players. Like in the West, the last rated in player was Jamal Murray. Like, and he's been fantastic the entire year. He's been like a gun the entire time. But you look at us and there's like 2 or 3 players in there, and you're like, okay, like in another year, do you think they would have been all-stars? I don't think Pascal Siakam, with what he's averaging this year, should have been an all-star. And how bad they're doing, he should never have been a fucking all-star. Jalen Duren went through like 2 months of being 3 or 4 weeks of being mid. Like he just was like a 10-10 guy. He's an all-star. Norman Powell, he's a fucking all-star now. The East sucks, and Adam Silver should step in.
Happy Black History Month, everybody. I should have started the show with that, but yeah,
Is it Black History Month?
Yes, it is. Today is the first day of Black History Month.
Oh my god, I'm doing a show on Black History Month. This is the first time in 4 years of the basement where I've been allowed on.
But Jalen Duren is another interesting conversation because he's getting to an All-Star game averaging 18 and 10, which is pretty much Bam's baseline. So yeah, I just feel like that's a very interesting. What did you think about Norman Powell making the All-Star game, Bubble?
I think that he plays in the Eastern Conference. That's what I think. The All-Star game meant nothing to me once Tyler Herro made it. It's no different than the Pro Bowl. I don't see a point in the All-Star game anymore. Like the NBA has thrown everything at the wall to try to make it relevant. Dudes won't participate. I think LeBron literally said like, "Oh yeah, you can vote me in, but I'm not going to do shit." Like I actively will not do anything. And I don't blame him. Like it's just irrelevant. So to me, the All-Star team thing, I care about all pros and all NBA teams and all NBA defensive teams. And when a Heat player does that, then I'll be like, respect. I'm only happy for Norm because I thought truly he should have made it last year. So it feels like a little bit of a makeup call because he kind of carried that forward this year. But if the Heat try to sell the fan base on like, well, we got an All-Star, it's like, I mean, we got 3 All-Stars on this team and none of them play consistently like an All-Star every night. So
We have 4 All-Stars on this team.
Who's the 4th?
Andrew Wiggins.
Oh my! See what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. So, I guess he did make it that 1 year. Was it the year after the chip when everybody was hurt and he was just? Oh my god!
I think it was the year that they won the chip. But like,
oh yeah.
But either way, though, like, look, I get it. Like, I don't want to.
Happy for the guy. I'm sure there's a contract incentive where he gets a bag for that. So respect on that end, but it doesn't move.
I think that's kind of where I land on. I want to make sure that I don't want to like shit on the man making an All-Star game. So shout out to Norman Powell. Congratulations to you for making your first All-Star game. Like, want to make sure that you give him his flowers. I think I hate what it means in terms of how not only will Heat fans perceive what his value is going forward, but how the Miami Heat themselves perceive it. Because again, this is a contract year for Norman Powell. He's up for an extension, as is a player like Tyler Herro, who has a contract extension coming up, and he hasn't played this year. So, like, I think as the deadline approaches, then it becomes it's going to make it a pretty difficult decision for them to figure out how they want to proceed with Norman Powell. Because even if you do commit to him going forward, like, I don't want to see him get anything more than maybe like a 2-year deal, and I really don't want to see him get paid no substantial amount of money just because he made one All-Star game. Hey, Holland, shut the fuck up, bro. Don't talk. I am bald. This is not a hairline. I just had to, you know what I'm saying? I ditched the hat for one game or one night, but we bald here. But yeah, I guess we can circle back around to this game.
Just a comment on what you just said as well, what you just brought up. Like, and I mean this with no word of an exaggeration, lie, anything like that. I'm being serious. If I see by the end of the trade deadline and free agency coming up in 2026, if the only moves the Miami Heat make are to extend Norman Powell or Tyler Herro, and then bring in someone like Dennis Schroeder on a 2-year, $4 million contract, I will jump from the roof of my house. And I'm talking double somersault, backflip, perfect entrance into the pool below. And we don't have a pool.
That's crazy that you just said a double backflip, because we was just talking about backflips in the Discord right before this.
I will fuck myself up.
Hey, bro.
Fentanyl and ketamine, and then jump off the roof.
So I think the All-Star thing does kind of muddy the waters a little bit, in terms of how Miami wants to proceed building this team. Because let's say, for instance, that they do strike out on Giannis and strike out on everything else during this trade deadline. Like Miami's going to be in a position where it is going to be tough for them to kind of parse which players they should keep and which ones they should let go. I think if you don't trade Tyler Hero in this Giannis deal, his injury history, him on an expiring contract, you are bound to, if you do trade him next year or whatever, you are bound to receive way less in terms of compensation that you have been up for years prior. And like, I don't think he's going to be valuable enough to headline, like any trade for anything of significance. Jordan, I see you got the All-Star thing up there. We were just talking about it a little bit. Give me your thoughts on Norm making the All-Star game, bro.
It is wonderful news. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my Jamaicans. Norm, get that. Go ahead, get your little 3 for 90 with the team option on the end. You feel me? This is wonderful news. Nobody should be upset. You want to know why? Because we have finally proved what we've been saying all along. These niggas is replaceable. Niggas is replaceable. You want to know one thing I love more than a nigga with job security is a fraud with job insecurity. Let's go.
I was kind of alluding to that a little bit earlier, bro, where it's like this All-Star nod is a very big indicator. Look at you got another Jamaican nod here.
I also wanted to say what Jordan said, but I couldn't say it in those words. Like, I couldn't have said a bit of myself, Jordan.
Yeah, but like they are, like Tyler Hero is the guy who you're talking about, where you see how if he just plays, because like let's just be real, like Norman Powell isn't some amazing basketball player who's been a perennial All-Star or who's been viewed throughout the course of his career as some All-Star caliber player. And yet he comes in 1 year filling the same role that Tyler Hero filled last year because Tyler will not play basketball. And he becomes an All-Star too. Like, it is what it is. A chucker on a middling basketball team who averages more than 20 plus has a pretty solid chance at making the All-Star game in the weekend East.
Did Michael Porter Jr.
jumped in
make
and
it?
off. No.
Huh?
Michael Porter Jr. didn't make it?
No.
Wow.
But that's a bad basketball team. They're not even middling. Look at D Master trying to pretend like he's Jamaican in the comments.
What's Siakam doing?
Huh?
What's Siakam doing then? Like,
yeah,
the Pacers are terrible.
Siakam's on a shitty team, and I don't understand why. That was one of the people that we were talking about. Like, I don't know if I necessarily like the Siakam All-Star nod because I don't think he's been great this year for them. They talk about George. Have you spoken to your fellow countrymen today?
the Greeks? I did.
No, Ben Simmons.
Hey,
What the fuck is Ben?
yeah, why Andrew Bogut being racist? Let's talk about that.
When I'm Greek, brother. Leros International fucking tennis club, brother. Leros something another.
My hoodie says I'm the nicest asshole you ever met.
That nigga George started speaking hieroglyphics as soon as that Australian accent went away.
You said that's true, George. I do. I am a pretty solid. I am a pretty solid asshole of a person. Let's talk about this game a little bit, and we can get thoughts on it. Starting from Bubba. Bubba, what were your general thoughts on this game?
I thought that the general thought is thank God that this series is over, right? We don't got to play the Bulls again.
Until the play.
I know, but I thought that the game was cool. Bam's first half was sick. It's honestly sometimes nice to mix in one of these games where you just start blowing a team out and the Bulls just don't give a fuck and it kind of just doesn't stop. Listen, man. Pele Larson should not be on this team after the trade deadline. For once, can we sell high, bro? I don't want to see shit online, bro. I saw somebody put a if was it Barry Jackson maybe?
Yeah,
because he started 7 for if the Bucks say we want Pele Larson, what are you gonna say? And when I saw the vote, I don't know what it's at now. It was like damn near 50-50. And I almost just was like, if this happens again, man, like we shouldn't. If the fan base can't figure it out, then we don't deserve it. Does that make sense? If the fan base won't put like the same shit with here. Like the same shit with here. If the fan base won't, as a majority, put Pele Larson in a Giannis deal, then we don't deserve Giannis. Don't be upset when we don't get him. You don't want him. That shit's a joke. Pele Larson was a second round pick who's a cool player. He's a cool player. He's on a hot streak right now where he's been good for what, 2 months when he came back from injury, 6 weeks. See ya. I don't care. Like I don't understand like this whole mentality. Like, well, no, they'll just take Kel'el. Ware. I love the point that people are bringing up online right now. It's like so the Heat are openly saying that Kel'el is not good or doesn't care or both. That's what Eric Spoelstra's saying. So why are the Bucks like, cool, we'll just take him and Herro, who you also hate, and your picks. Like we're gonna have to add value. I hope we sell high on Pele. He's a good player. Wish him all the best. He's no more than a super utility guy. Will never be. We're shitting on the All-Star stuff. Pele Larson will never be an All-Star. Never. He'll never be a one-time All-Star.
Christian Braun. That's who he is.
Like if people are ever putting him in that range. Now that being said, he played awesome tonight. It's cool when Pele plays well, but he's keeping it up going into the deadline. Will Pele Larson's value ever be higher? I would argue no. And it's time to move on. Same thing with Norman Powell. Will his value ever be higher than it is today, tomorrow, this week? Now, if you're saying, well, we're going to add Giannis, we're going to add Ja, we're going to try to do something, okay, cool, then keep him. You're going this year. If that doesn't materialize, the Heat need to seriously consider trading him to a contending team in the East or the West for picks, for young players, whatever. Because are you extending him? Are we giving him a long-term deal? Again, we already have the Herro shit. So there's just a lot of decisions that got to come up, Royal. And I would love for all these players to play as best as possible leading up to next Thursday. And that's what tonight was. That's where my brain went when we won by 40. Bunch of guys playing well, putting good tape on, so that way coaches and assistant GMs can look at the trade deadline and say, oh, this player for the Heat's actually pretty good. My other takeaway was, why the fuck didn't Kel'el play more? And I understand that this has been a topic consistently, but if you're in a 40-point blowout and you don't play the dude when the games matter, supposedly, right, and the minutes matter, it's close. What did it supposed to say last game? The game was just too fast? No game against the Chicago Bulls is too fast. What the fuck are you talking about?
He was talking about
the Josh Giddey Bulls like they're the Showtime Lakers. Like, oh, they're just sprinting up and down the floor, lobbing it, shooting. Like, what are you talking? But like in a 40-point blowout, we can't throw out Kel'el for 30-plus minutes to show off for the trade? Like, I don't understand the strategy of this team, man. I kind of sound like Harry right now with the selling high, but I really hope that they do. I really hope that they do.
The other thing about
sound like Harry right now. Harry he has like a calmness about him the entire time. Even when he's mad, it's just like disappointment. That's what it sounds like.
The other thing about the Kel'el situation is like you still played the same team that you played last game where you only gave them 3 minutes, and I'm pretty sure they didn't change their style of play
literally
over since yesterday. But it's like, are you playing him? Did he play 18 minutes tonight because Jovic wasn't available? Or if Jovic was available, would we still have seen him kind of like?
Now, Jovic is a player that we cannot trade. I mean, if anybody offered anything for Jovic, you thank Christ and you just move on. But
they won't. But just to circle back around to what you were saying a little bit, bro. Like, here's my biggest fear and what I honestly believe is going to happen. I believe Miami will wait until the very last minute where they know that they will not be able to acquire Giannis. Like, because I honestly don't think Giannis is moving. I think Milwaukee's going to end up keeping him. But Miami will wait until the very last minute for Milwaukee to make that decision, and they'll be left at the altar with all these players that they have on the roster, and they won't make a move again. Like, they won't move. They won't move until the Giannis thing clears out, and I don't think the Giannis thing is going to clear out before the deadline. And I think Miami is going to be stunned to inactivity. George, want to hear your thoughts on the game tonight.
All right. If we're going to talk about the game in its entirety, it was just, how do you describe something like this? It was like a marathon of shit. Just like we started really well. It's like if I was to run a marathon, I'd start really well, like top 10, top 12 people sort of thing. And then like come the halfway point, I'm dying. And then the third quarter comes, but then they're playing like every fucking player from our G League the Sioux Falls team just subs in. Vladdy Golbach, what the fuck that guy's name is just play minutes in the game. which is great. I'd rather see this than just like a game where we're struggling to pull ahead against the Chicago Bulls. Like, I'll be grateful for the fact that we won this game. We won it convincingly. It doesn't happen often, so it's a spectacle. Going around the players, Bam played like, was it 21 minutes and shot like 8 of 11? He could have had a generational performance. He kept him on the floor. He scores 40-something because they've got Patrick Williams on him. Like, I don't think we can fully appreciate just how mid Patrick Williams is as a player. And the fact that he had an extension past his rookie deal is a fucking miracle. Bam was cooking his ass tonight. Pause. And I mean, he went full bomber clap mode, bro. Like, he just smacked him up. It was fun. Pelle Larsson played really well. They're not making any trades this week. They're going to say we want flexibility for some of this. You know what's worse? They're going to say an iteration of that. They're looking for flexibility in 2029 when they're looking to make fucking trades. That's what they're going to say. Just make it even worse. With every year, it comes out the same fucking story. That flexibility in the summer of 2029 when, you know, like some fucking superstar is going to be available, like he wouldn't have already signed a max fucking supermax extension with his team. All of those players are not sacrificing $60 million to wait until free agency to see what's out there. If they don't want to be on the team, they will sign the deal and then demand a trade out of there. It's what an organization would rather have because they get a return for the player. It's what the player would rather do because he would have signed a max extension. Free agency has they should rename it to like the role players market or something like that. That's who hits free agency. Are like backup point guards, some really fucking shitty players in every other position. That's who's hitting free agency. Anthony Edwards will never be a fucking free agent. I'm telling you now. You will never see this cunt headline a free agency. It's not 2011. And the fact that we're sitting here just gobbling up we is a strong term. If you are one of those people who are sitting here and telling me that the fucking 2029 free agency is what we're targeting because Luka Doncic and Anthony Edwards and AD will be 38 and he's going to be like a free agent then too. Fuck yourself. Plain and simply, go fuck yourself. It's not how it works anymore. It's not how basketball has evolved. It's not how the market has been has tailored into any performance that makes sense. I'm not going to be sitting here and taking that as an answer or an excuse for why our team is the exact same every fucking year. Every year. I had people going up the start of the year telling me that Jimmy, like the whole Jimmy saga, is being replicated with Norman Powell. Like, please understand that players are different and mentalities matter. And Norman Powell is just a very solid player, but deserves to be moved at this deadline, along with Wiggins and along with Tyler Herro and Jaime.
They say, did y'all not pay y'all StreamYard premium subscription this month? That watermark big as Norman's forehead. Correct. Give us some money so that we can pay StreamYard. We are broke. Thank you. But I don't know, George. I think I would liken Tyler Herro's situation more closely to what we went through with Jimmy last year than I would Norm. I think they knew what they were getting into with Norm the minute that the trade came through. Norm was already looking for a contract, and that's the reason why the Clippers gave him away because they didn't want to pay him, and they were just going to replace him with Bradley Beal, which didn't end up working out for them. But that was their plan. They replaced him with Bradley Beal, and they didn't want to pay him. So I would like for people to stop treating the Miami Heat acquiring Norman Powell like it was some stroke of genius by the Miami Heat. The Clippers called Miami to offer them Norman Powell. That's what happened. They called them. Miami didn't do anything. Miami wasn't proactive in acquiring Norman Powell. The Clippers gave them Norman Powell because they did not want to pay him. That's how the story was reported. Don't believe me? Go look it up. Jordan, want to talk about this game a little bit? Because I ain't gonna hold y'all. This show by the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's the preview for the Biscayne Boulevard Invitational coming later in the season. Everybody stay tuned. Um, I just want to say to Bubba's point about Ware's playing time. Funny enough, Ware played 18 minutes tonight, and he was the fifth highest plus minus on the team at a plus 25. Um, so to say that he wasn't fit for action against the Bulls yesterday, and he has
Literally.
the fifth highest plus or minus on the team when the other starters is like 31, 33, 32, 24, and like 26. And then there's Ware with 25 off the bench. I think he was pretty fit for action. I don't know, like I'm not trying to belabor the Ware point, but it's just
Has a coach ever said in the history of the NBA he couldn't play because the game was just too fast?
I'm
I
pretty sure
don't know
Nikola.
if-
I'm pretty sure Nikola Pekovic had happened to him a few times, like when he was fat and just on the set. Like
Nikola Pekovic before he became like a mob boss or something and went to
Yeah.
fucking prison. Yeah.
I didn't mean to call you fat, Nikola. I'm sorry. You're actually the goat.
either way, there's not much to say. It's the Chicago Bulls. Like we know what they are. We play them literally every year in the play-in. The fact that we let these niggas fuck up our season by beating them and tricking ourselves out the draft lottery is dumb as hell. It'll probably happen again this year. So shout out to that.
Can I just say something? One word. I'll say one word that describes the game, the Bulls, the Heat.
It
and
better
we'll
be
throw in a
Greek.
couple- No, it's not going to be Greek. It's called malfeasance.
I like the word.
We are approaching the highest level of malfeasance from a front office I've ever seen because it's easy to go and shit on the Sacramento Kings who can't make a trade they win to save their life. They fucking suck.
They made a trade today.
Yeah, the DeAndre Hunter one, it was fucking awful. It was awful.
Why?
Schroeder,
Because Dennis Schroeder,
Ellis.
Keon Ellis.
Dario Saric, who's nothing, and 2 second-round picks for DeAndre Hunter. Why are you giving up picks in any deal for DeAndre Hunter? I will never fucking get it. I don't get it. I don't know. But what the Sacramento Kings do have is the knowledge that they're shit. And thus they can tank for picks. Because they suck. That's it. And at least those picks are guaranteed to be top 10 for the next 7 to 8 years. Guaranteed. The Chicago Bulls, they know their shit. They have a lot of expiring deals. They also have a lot of exciting new pieces that they've brought in or they've drafted, and they're looking to evolve. They have a direction. The Heat don't have a direction. We are still in the fucking middle ground of we can still contend if we pick up a certain player, and we can also tank if we lose a certain player. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm sick of sitting in the middle of the fucking seesaw, just going back and forth between we're shit and we can be good again. Do you remember Victor Oladipo? We are the Victor Oladipo, like the 2021 version. Like, we're good, but we're still secretly kind of shit, and it's not even becoming a secret anymore. And if there was any independent board of like people who will like calculate how teams have gone over the last 9, 10, 11 years, like we would be at the bottom of that list. If it wasn't for picking up Jimmy Butler, we would be desperately at the bottom.
Correct, damn awful. And you said Oladipo had hope if he was rooting. Yeah, Oladipo did have a little bit of hope. So, next game is going to be on Tuesday, where we continue this trend of playing people who we will inevitably play in the play-in. We play the Atlanta Hawks.
God.
And I'm going to continue this trend of not picking the next game for this team. I don't want to. I don't want to pick these games anymore because it's not worth it. I'm more interested. This will be the final thought before we close this. You guys, for all the marbles, what gets done at the trade deadline for the Miami Heat? Bubba, I'm starting with you.
I think they're going to move Rozier's contract for something minuscule. I don't know what. Probably like a, Andre Iguodala level like trade a few years ago. Victor Oladipo trade a few years ago. I agree with you, Royal. I think it'll be all hype. I think we'll get down to like the last minute, and I think it'll be a buzzer beater thing. They tried to get Ja, didn't work out. I think Giannis will get moved. I think the Bucks are just gonna hold on to him and do that whole thing in the offseason and see how everything plays out. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw what Doc Rivers said today, but he pretty much was like, Giannis is not getting traded.
Oh yeah, he's like Giannis loves it here or whatever.
I mean, I know he's lying, but he also seems like the type of guy that like knows that it's just not going to happen now. We're just going to suck this year, and we'll talk about it in the offseason. But I think I don't know what the move is, to be honest with you, but I think we're going to get some sort of role player that'll probably only add to the logjam of what we have currently. And yeah, we're not moving anybody for picks. The only other thing that I'm thinking that maybe could happen is maybe a Wiggins deal does get done with the Warriors at the deadline for a pick, and maybe Kuminga gets routed somewhere else. I could definitely see that happening just at the end. I do think something will happen. I don't think they will do nothing, technically. They'll do nothing significant, but nothing will. I don't think it'll be a nothing burger. But I don't think anything big is going to happen. But it will be a buzzer.
I do agree that the Wiggins market may have heated up with the DeAndre Hunter trade because the Lakers were said to be one of the teams that was kind of eyeing DeAndre Hunter. But if a team looking for a wing, I think Andrew Wiggins is probably top of the line. That could be available for that. Don't know how much I believe the Miami Heat want to move Andrew Wiggins because he's been solid for them. I ain't gonna lie, like he's been solid. And I don't know, George. What do you think is gonna happen at the deadline?
First things first, I trust the uncle that was too like hands-on with me when I was a kid, like more than Doc Rivers, bro. Like Doc Rivers fucking I've never seen a guy talk more shit in my entire life.
What did you say?
Doc Rivers.
What?
Time out.
Wait a minute.
Time out. Time back on.
Time out.
We need an intervention, brother. We can't be having you out here.
I'll tell you right now, bro.
Your uncle last name was Epstein?
No. We don't talk about him anymore. He's not invited.
His name was Trump.
Trump roast.
Right.
Go ahead, George.
In a realistic world, we move Wiggins, you move Norman Powell, you move Tyler Herro, you move Kel'el Ware, you move fucking Jaime Jaquez. Ideal world. This is great. You go get Giannis. You go throw everything balls to the wall. You basically you go there with your offer in your hands and you keep adding more on top until they say yes. Like, it's never going to happen. It's not. I still think there's a solid 10% chance he gets moved before the deadline. Just because there might be an offer that's way too good to be true for them. It's not going to be the Heat making that package. I have to sit through Portland Trailblazers offering 9 or 10 things for them. But it's because they own all their fucking picks.
If Giannis gets traded to Portland, bro, I don't think I'm watching the NBA ever again.
I'll throw up.
Ow, bro.
If Joe Cronin really wins in the end.
Stop.
You stop. Good night.
I don't know. I don't see a world where we move anyone but Wiggins. Wiggins either gets moved back to Golden State or he goes to the Lakers. That's it. Like, after that, Jaime is averaging like 17, 6, and 5. The Sacramento Kings still have one pick, and they're dumb enough to say yes to acquire that pick to go make a front court of DeAndre Hunter and fucking Jaime Jaquez. Let them do it. Let them fucking do it, man. Like, Tyler Herro, so I just saw a comment that he hasn't been seen in months. Like, true. Very fucking true. Do you know where you wish we should be seeing him? On ESPN, on TNT, like, or whatever the fuck it's called now.
On the ticker.
On the bottom, you know, the little bottom, it's just got those fucking words that slide across the page. The entire screen, the entire time. It's like Tyler Herro.
The Chiron? It's called a Chiron, George.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordan. I would love to see just Tyler Herro has been acquired from the Miami Heat for 2 first-round picks from the Orlando Magic. Like, Tyler Herro would be great on the Orlando. He'd be great on Orlando. They needed something like that for a long time. Instead, they went to go Desmond Bane, who's like the most consistent 21 points a game I've ever seen. Like, go make that trade. But I think it will come down to Wiggins being traded or not. We might get a pick for him. If we get a pick, that's good business. It's what it is. But back to Doc Rivers, I'll never trust that man. Giannis being happy in Milwaukee, makes no difference to whether he'll be traded or not. Makes zero. It doesn't make difference at all. The report has come out. It's never been false before that a player wants out. He's ready to go to New York or Miami or somewhere else. Like, I don't care what your head coach says. You are not winning. That cunt should be fired immediately. Immediately.
Yeah, somebody said that Tyler Hero will go to Milwaukee and win and become an All NBA player. I said that Tyler Hero has never been an All NBA player under the best coach in the league and Eric Spoelstra. There's no way that he's going over there with Dr. Rivers and becoming an All NBA player, bro. Like, nobody should take that seriously because that's not a thing. Jordan, trade deadline. Prophesy to these people, man. Tell them what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna get a bunch of run up about how the Heat have been circling Giannis. They are proceeding with no other offers until they get Giannis. And then we will get a magical about 6 a.m. notification that they have traded Andrew Wiggins to the Los Angeles Lakers for Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, and a first-round pick. And that's about it. And then that will be our trade deadline. There should be, for real, I don't want people I don't want to get the expectations up. Outside of the Giannis deal, I don't actually know. I don't know if you do make a trade. Unless the Giannis deal is there, that's fine. But then you have 3 other trade options. One is Norm, which you could sell high on him.
I will hate. I'd love to see. Can you guys read that out for me? Because
Dr. Nasty with the $50 dono. I appreciate it. He said, Giannis Morantacumbo.
Bro, do you know how exciting hoops would be if we had Ja and Giannis and Bam on the same team?
I want to blow my head off. But
bro, how did they list you on Biscayne Breakdown, bro? Fuck you.
John,
I made that show what it was, bro. I did that shit. And now you're my legacy. You're fucking shit up.
They ruined your legacy.
They fucked my legacy, man. I made that show.
Back to trade deadline. All right, so you got Norm, who you could move. You probably should if you're not going to re-sign him. But the other thing is,
going to re-sign him.
Yeah, and then the other one is the Wiggins deal. I think the Wiggins deal is there regardless. He either picks up his player. He's probably going to pick up his player option, and then just get an extension somewhere or with the Heat. The Wiggins deal, the deal you get for Wiggins this year is the same deal you're going to get next year. It's Andrew Wiggins. He not who people scouted him to be coming out of school, but he's been consistently Andrew Wiggins.
I don't think that's true. I don't think you're getting a first round pick for Andrew Wiggins as an expiring contract.
I think it depends on the team, the desperation of the team.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be Golden State.
No, it's not gonna Golden State and the Lakers.
It's not gonna be Golden State and the Lakers, and it's is that market gonna dry up? Are you going to circle back around where you got 2 teams that could potentially offer you a first round pick for Andrew Wiggins as an expiring contract?
What if they offer 2 seconds? I think 2 seconds is the equivalent of a first. So, to me, it's
2 seconds is not the equivalent of
4
a first.
seconds is the equivalent of a first.
I take it.
If they give me 4 seconds, then I'll take that. But because that's kind of how Houston did the Kevin Durant thing. They use seconds to supplement first. Yeah, but
the same thing with Rudy Gobert. They traded 4 firsts and 4 seconds just to make it the most enticing package. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's I think if you have an opportunity to trade Andrew Wiggins for a first right now, then you trade him for a first right now.
For sure.
And even if that is the only move that you make at the deadline, then so be it. You know what I mean? It's fine. That'll be you not competing this year one way or the other. But I do think that if they don't make a play for Giannis right now, they're out of the Giannis race. Because if that shit makes it to the summer and Milwaukee decides to trade him in the summer, there's so many more players vying for his services then, and I don't think Miami will be able to compete by then.
To piggyback off that, Royal, I don't think people understand that if we don't do this at the deadline and the Spurs season doesn't finish the way they want, or OKC's finish, OKC or what's it called, Houston. If all those teams' seasons don't end in a championship, if any of them got bounced round 1 or round 2, I mean, they'd go all in for a guy
If
like Nurkic
if
and take the
OKC
over.
if OKC decided to sell off anything, then it begins to it's a cascading effect. It's a ripple effect. So if any one of those three teams that you named begin like competing for Giannis, then that means that the second version of Giannis, or whoever's the second most attractive wing player, like then you begin to try, like their price goes up, and Miami might be trying to bid for the second player as opposed to Giannis.
That sounds
That ain't
like we back in the Rory marketing sweepstakes.
come on now. This is what I'm saying. This is terrible. And I'm about to end the show, but go ahead and say whatever you want, and then I'm just going to end the stream after you get finished.
That was a legendary, historic 50-point play in season tournament. Belt to ass, baby. Bam Adebayo says Chicago, you get a belt to ass. Kel'el Ware said Spoelstra, you get a belt to ass. Kel'el Larson said Giannis, you get a belt to ass because we don't need you. And Milwaukee can't have you, baby. Fuck out of here talking about Pat Riley don't know what he's doing. Oh, Adam Simon is washed. You're washed. Kel'el Larson for MVP 2027. I'm hyped.
We're gonna end
And
the show,
when
guys.
you're done with the belt, pass to me my next cold bear. Like, you sick son of